starring Lee Marvin.
In there's machine guns and rifles and like that.
Is that right, Pop? Maybe we want machine guns and rifles and, maybe a bazooka, huh?
What would you want with a bazooka?
Bank vaults, Pop. A bazooka can blow the doors off bank vaults.
Oh.
Kaboom!
Zip it up, you talk too much.
Pop's curious. Wouldn't want Pop to die of curiosity.
All right, you've had your kicks. Let's get to work.
Come on, Pop. Let's go. Over there to the desk. Easy. Man, are we gonna give Chicago a blast?
I'll take the bazooka. All right, you crazy kook. Let's start carrying the stuff to the car.
Robbery and murder. Not too unusual. But we were called in because there was an armory that had been robbed. And because the stolen goods were automatic weapons. My name is Frank Ballinger, Detective Lieutenant, M Squad, a special detail of the Chicago Police. Well, here's the inventory of the missing stuff. 1 bazooka, 10 rounds anti-tank, 8 sidearms caliber .45 automatics, 2 Thompson submachine guns, and 2 boxes of caliber .45 ammunition, ball.
I don't know. Why would hoods break into an armory and steal heavy artillery? You know, a bazooka can pierce a tank.
All I know is they can't sell the stuff. It's all clearly marked as belonging to the federal government.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll get right on it. Well, there's your answer. 3 men crashed into the South Side Bank early this morning when it opened. They blew the vault with a bazooka. Looks like they waited outside the bank till the manager and the guards showed up, moved in, killed them, and blasted the vault.
Looks like they had it figured all right.
Yeah.
You know, a bazooka anti-tank missile can penetrate 4.5 inches of steel. So it looks like they took it with 2 head-on shots, hit the hinges and blew it right off. Nice and neat.
Any witnesses?
The old dame that sells papers on the corner said she saw him. We got her waiting over there.
We'll bring her in.
Well, they cleaned it out. Did the bank say how much was missing?
150,000.
Mrs. Parsons, would you come with me, please? This is Mrs. Parsons, Captain Gray, Lieutenant Ballinger.
How do you do?
Everybody calls me Patsy.
Okay, Patsy.
Can I help you?
Well, we understand you saw the men who did this.
Did I ever? They comes crashing out of there, and I'm standing right in front. I'm getting ready for my paying customers. They run right over me and knock mud on my ears, and they got my papers all muddy.
Did you happen to get a good look at him?
Well, they was going like 60, but I got a flash.
You think you could identify him, Patsy?
What's the matter? You worried about my peepers? Tell me what that sign says.
Safety deposit.
Safety deposit vaults downstairs. That's what it says.
Very good, Patsy.
Pretty good, my foot. Perfect.
Now, when these men came out here, will you tell us exactly what happened?
Well, they came lambing out here with these choppers.
Choppers?
Choppers? Machine guns. Say, what kind of cops are you anyways?
Why don't you go on with your story, Patsy?
So they're lugging these choppers, and this one goon has this long stovepipe.
Bazooka.
It looked like a stovepipe to me. Anyways, they tromp all over me and head for this big white station wagon and pile in.
Did you happen to get the license number of the station wagon?
Oh, I sure tried. They got my papers all muddy.
What was the license number, Patsy?
Well, the last 3 numbers was 987.
Well, what about the rest of the numbers?
Oh, they swing out from the curb, and this other car gets in the way.
Patsy, could you come downtown with us and look at some photographs?
You just show me them mug shots, and I'll figure them gunsels with the choppers.
Mug shots, gunsels, choppers?
TV every night. Don't you guys ever watch TV?
Let's go, Patsy. Thanks.
Patsy Parsons was quite a character. The kind of character the police can use more of. She identified one of the men positively, the one who knocked her over. He was Jim Digger, long record, burglary, bank robbing, plenty of time in prison. She wasn't certain, but she thought the second man could be Piggy Cole. He was known as a detail man, good with cutting tools, burglar alarm circuits, and weapons. 5 convictions, 15 years behind bars. Patsy had covered wanted circulars.
That could be the third one. Now, I'm not sure. You know, I only got a flash.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you, Patsy, very much.
Don't forget your papers, sir.
Call me anytime.
Right. Out to your right.
Okay.
Well, I'll put out an APB on these 3 guys and get the DMV busy on that station wagon.
You know, all 3 of those men were in the federal penitentiary in Nevada at the same time. I think that's where they planned it.
Yeah, probably.
Why don't I give the warden of that penitentiary a call? Maybe give some information. You know, some of the inmates might have been in on the planning.
All right, you call him and I'll get busy on the rest of them.
I contacted the warden of the Nevada Penitentiary. He said he'd be back to me as soon as he had obtained any information. The search for the bazooka bandits went on unabated, but nothing happened for 2 days. Then we received a teletype report from Nevada.
Undercover inmate reports bazooka plan was worked out last year. Several other inmates were asked to join but refused. Plan was to hit 3 banks in succession and aim for $1 million bag, then break up and flee country in different directions. All men considered dangerous, apprehend with utmost caution. Good luck, Warden J.C. Jackson.
Well, if they follow their original plan, they'll hit again.
Yeah, but they've only got $200,000, and the original plan was to get $1 million. So how do we know where they're going to hit next?
No, we don't. Frank, we just got to organize the whole city. You know, we've got to get that bazooka away from those wild men.
Yeah.
If we don't, they're going to kill an awful lot of people before we stop them. Now, we can't put a full squad on every bank in Chicago, but we can assign a special car to cruise every area where there is a bank. Now, each one of these pins represents a bank in this section, and these are the cars assigned to cruise that area. Now, the FBI is assisting us in every way possible. They've assigned us an additional 10 more men and 5 more cars. Now, if these men attack again, we hope to be ready. But a special word of caution. Frank?
Well, we can't be too emphatic about this. You have to impress upon your men the danger of that bazooka. Now, if the mob shows in your area, do not make contact. I repeat, and hear me clear, do not make contact, but follow at a safe distance and report.
But if we don't make contact, how are we ever going to get them?
By following and reporting where they go. Once they're pinned down, then we can make plans to take them without starting an artillery battle right in the middle of Chicago. How many of you men have ever seen what a bazooka can do to a tank? Well, take my word for it. Don't let your men get in range of that bazooka. There won't be enough left to send home. Just follow at a safe distance and report. That'll be all.
It was a big job, a tough job, to keep every bank in Chicago covered. It required every available man. All we could do was to watch and wait and watch, and ride patrol and keep our eyes open. We waited 3 days, juggling duty schedules and spreading ourselves thin on traffic detail. We were still betting they'd follow their established M.O., hit right when the bank opened for the day. We were right, they did. In a branch bank on the far north side of Chicago.
Call coming in from Unit 23, Frank. According to the map, you're less than a half mile away. They heard explosions. Union National Bank is 3 blocks from their location.
Tell 23 to watch it and alert all other units.
After we hit the next corner, slow down. Anybody takes after us, Cant will handle. We go along nice and easy.
legal speed and all.
This is 2280. Unit 23 just passed me and moving fast. If they're giving hot pursuit, tell them to keep their distance.
Right away, Frank. Proceed at safe distance. Don't get too close. Don't let them know you're following.
That fight last night was a gasser. Wish I could have made it.
Car 215, car 215.
.215, Cassidy here, over.
Man beating wife. 2168 Salerno Street. Proceed at once.
2168 Salerno, I'm on my way. 215 out.
Here comes a fuzz. I better take care of him with the bazooka, okay?
A young patrolman named Bill Cassidy had been wedged into the chase by sheer accident and was blasted off a Chicago thoroughfare by a bazooka shot. Despite the confusion, phase one of our plan went forward. Our detailed cars followed the bandit station wagon at a safe distance and kept in contact with each other. I headed back to M Squad to help organize phase two.
Bill wasn't even chasing him. He was on a routine job and they blasted him. Look, Jack, we all feel bad about your boy. But what's the good of tearing yourself to pieces? What's being done? That's what I want to know. What's being done about these maniacs? Why don't they close in on them? Got another dozen men blown to bits? You know we can't do that, Jack. We got a plan and we've got to follow it. We can't have any more men killed. You know Lieutenant Cassidy, Frank?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Rough about Bill.
Look, Jack, why don't you go on home? We'll get these guys.
Sit and watch poor Laura and listen to her cry. Her sister's with her and Father Degnan. I gotta do something.
Jack, we're doing everything we can. Captain Gray. Yeah. What? All right. Tell them to converge on the area and keep on looking.
What happened?
Lost him.
Lost him.
You lost him somewhere right about in here, Frank. South end of the city, about that area. You better get the helicopter up.
Ballinger, M Squad. We'll need a search pattern from Airborne 41. A police helicopter was over the area in 5 minutes. While we waited for the copter to spot the station wagon, we briefed a special volunteer group on phase 3 of our plan, the attack. Now, do you men have any idea why you're here? Well, we're waiting for a report from a helicopter who's trying to pinpoint a hideout where 3 crazed gunmen are holed up. Now, they got automatic weapons and a bazooka. Maybe some of you men heard. Patrolman Bill Cassidy was killed about 45 minutes ago, right here in Chicago on a busy street by a bazooka shell. Now, you men were all picked because of your combat experience, either in World War II or in the Korean conflict. And that's exactly what this is going to be, a combat operation. While those men still have the bazooka and those automatic weapons, it's Pork Chop Hill right here in the middle of Chicago. Now, I know some of you men are married, some of you have children. Well, you can get up and walk right out of here. Nobody's going to keep a list as to who walked or who stayed. Strictly up to you. All right, the cars are ready and so are the weapons. In the meantime, we'll just sit here and wait. When we get the report, then we'll move. We sat and waited with the same kind of butterflies we used to get in combat just before we moved. The copter in the air was familiar, too. Only now it was hunting for a station wagon instead of an enemy tank.
Airborne 41 to M Squad. Airborne 41 to M Squad.
M Squad to 41, over.
I think I spotted the station wagon, a white one. Hidden by high brush on the east side of the drainage canal at the extreme southern tip of the city.
Can you fill us in a little?
It's about a mile east and south of the old county airport. A group of 3 houses. They look dilapidated and abandoned, high weeds everywhere.
There's a station wagon parked next to one of the houses.
No, it's about half block away from any of them in a field, among the brush. I guess they wanted to hide it.
Okay, stay high and get out of there. We don't want to tip them off. Over.
Over and out.
Well, we've located them. Let's get our weapons and move out.
You're not going, Jack. You're on sick leave.
I gotta go on this one, Captain.
All right, I understand.
Bound to be one of those houses up there. But first we have to find out which one they're in so we can take them by surprise. I'll need a scout to get out there and take a closer look for me.
I'll do the scouting, Frank.
No, Jack, I want you here with me. One of the younger men.
I crawled all over Italy on my belly once. Guess I'm still good enough for this job here.
No, I want one of the younger men to crawl out there and take a good look at... Jack! Cover him! All right, the three of you will take her from the left. I want you two men with me. Now, you got a riot gun, a Thompson. You got a Thompson, a tear gas gun. Good. You all got grenades? Good. And you three men take it from the rear. Let me have the glasses. Well, it's not the first house. He's moving over to the second one.
You know what, Piggy? You've gone chicken, but we ain't quitting now.
I ain't chicken. I just don't see why 2 hits ain't enough.
Because it ain't, that's why.
Look, we got over 380 grand in those sacks. That's 120 grand each. That's enough for me.
Well, enough for me! Now, look, we made a plan. 3 quick hits and a try for $1 million. Now, look how easy it was. With a bazooka, what do we got to worry about? They can't stop us.
What do you say, Jim? In the first 2 hits, we were lucky. Maybe the next, we're not so lucky.
Hold it!
What is it? What?
Let's see what he does.
Hit. Henley, get the ambulance.
Did you get him?
And how I got him.
Any more of them out there?
Who knows? If they are, we better be ready to give them a welcome, though.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, fine. We'll see what happens. Now, look, if there are too many of them out there, we blast our way to the car with the bazooka, okay?
Well, we can't surprise them now. Juke, get your group rolling. All right, you 3 men around the back, right? Let's go.
Three more of them.
Jack, you all right?
Yeah, just my leg.
All right, we'll give you some cover. Try to make it. Let's go. We'll get you back to the ambulance, Jack.
I'm all right.
You better split up. Find cover where you can. Now watch it. The tear gas, through the door, quick! Go on! Lousy tear gas, I can't see!
Grab the money, we'll make a break for the car.
How about leaving the bazooka?
Okay, bring it, but hurry it up!
Well, they never learn, do they? Come on, I'll give you a hand. The Battle of South Chicago was over. Lieutenant Jack Cassidy recovered. We couldn't give him a Bronze Star like the one he got at Casino, but he had his reward. He paid a debt he felt he owed his son by ridding our city of three of the most dangerous killers in its history.
Squad. Starring Lee Marvin.
What you need to do is to like and subscribe, and take the big jump and hit that notification bell so you'll get notified when new content is released. Don't be a spaz. Like and subscribe. Captain Gray will be awfully happy if you do, if you know what I mean.